Hey guys, it's Doug from Geek Acres, and I'm back once again with another fun find. And my wife and I have been married for some time now. I won't say exactly how long, but we've got a kid who's in high school, so that should give you a little bit of an indication. At any rate, when we were first married, we were big into SimCity, and we would both create our own cities and kind of see who could build the coolest thing and help it survive the longest and so on and so forth. We kind of got away from that for a little while. But within the last year or so, we've recently found a game that we can play together as a family, both my wife and my son and myself, and we can play it as a family and play it individually, and we can actually work together, and it's in that same kind of SimCity vibe. So you tell me, have you played Forge of Empires by InnoGames? It's very much in the SimCity kind of vein, but there's a whole lot going on, and we love it. Now, the interesting part about this is they're coming up on their 5-year anniversary, apparently. I had no idea. It was originally released in April of 2012, and it's a browser-based game that you can play on all kinds of mobile platforms. It's available for Google. It's available on the iTunes Store. It's available for Kindle. Anything that you can imagine, it's probably there. And again, I think there's even a PC version to this game. I haven't personally played that one, but we are just enjoying the heck out of it. Now, I've got a tablet at home. My work has an iPhone for me to use as a work device, and so I'm able to access my same account across all of these different platforms so that if I have time at lunch, I can get in some quick management and go back to what I'm doing. It's a great deal of fun, and it's just so diverse. So, what's it like? Well, you start out in the very early days, almost the caveman days, and so you're building huts and creating hunter villages, and then you're gaining resources and then turning those resources into other tools that you can use to build houses, and you collect coins. And as you continue to progress, you actually level up to a different age. So you go through the late Middle Ages and the early Middle Ages, and you work your way up. Currently, I'm actually in Colonial, but I've seen it goes way out into the future. So eventually, I imagine I'll be building skyscrapers and all kinds of things. As I said, not only do you play alone, but you can also play within this community setting. You set your initial village in one of the many worlds that are available, and there are other people playing in those worlds. And then within the worlds, there are guilds that you can create and invite people to come and join. And so the guilds battle against each other, and you can work together with your fellow players. You can trade resources. So if you're trying to build something that requires resources like glass or rope or, honey, all kinds of different things, and you don't have those resources, if one of your guildmates does, if they have the kind of building that's producing rope, and you need rope, and perhaps they need glass, and you're building glass, well, you can actually go into this trade system and work out a trade. But you don't have to trade just with your guild members. You can actually trade with any of the players that are in the world, and it's really great. It's a way of being competitive, but yet at the same time working together. We have a lot of fun doing it. Then, of course, if you have a village, you have to be able to defend that village, because there will be people who come against you. And so you have to build an army, and there's different units to the army, and eventually, you start out with, again, these kind of early cavemen kind of characters, and they've got, clubs, and eventually you work your way up into projectile weapons. So you build trebuchets, and eventually you get to cannons and field guns. And there's also, musketeers and all kinds of different things. If you haven't checked out this game and you like SimCity, then this is one that you definitely need to take a look at. It's free, although free to play, but there's also lots of opportunities for you to spend real money. So you need to be careful about that. My wife has gotten a little bit eager sometimes to advance on to the next thing, and so diamonds are the big commodity in the game that you can purchase, and then you can use diamonds to further advance the game. But you can also play for free, and you can just have just as good a time. Might take you a little bit longer, but hey, what's the rush? I mean, as soon as you're done with the game, you'll have to find something else to do. And like I say, we've been playing it for well over a year, and we've just gotten to the colonial period. So, take my advice, check out Forge of Empires. It's by InnoGames, again, available on the Amazon App Store, the Google Play Store, and the iTunes App Store as well. You'll have a great time. And if you've played it, let me know. I'd love to hear about it down in the comments below. Tell me, what land is your town set in? And do you have any tips, any tricks? Is there anything that I've missed out on? Be sure and tell us down in the comments section below, because I'd love to share that with all the other viewers. As always, guys, I really appreciate it when you come by and take a few minutes out of your precious day to spend some time with me. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And again, I really want to hear, what do you think of this game? Or do you have a game that you like to play that's kind of like SimCity? Tell me about it. I'd love to hear. Until next time.